Alright, so I'm going to actually start doing some sumo deadlifts. So today is Saturday evening and my training cycle for deadlifts starts tomorrow, or it starts on Sundays. And today's kind of a skill day, or I'm actually just messing around. I felt like making the video. So a few things is that I'm not used to the sumo deadlift. It's much harder to get off the ground. One thing is I'm a very strong puller with my back and my lats. So when I accelerate the weight off the ground, I use my quads, hams, and lats to really get the thing off the ground, which is what makes the conventional kind of more advantageous. Like I'll show you some conventional deadlifts right now. I mean, I'm cold. So I'm very cold, so it's not like I have warmed up or anything. This is 185 pounds, is really light. But then you can see just generally how much faster a conventional deadlift is as far as from the ground. So versus a sumo, and part of it's because I'm not good at it, but it's also the mechanics of the lift. So you lose some speed for some leverage. Leverage, or I should say, yeah, leverage, because the range of motion gets reduced. That feels awkward as hell. So earlier I was using my front-facing camera, now I'm using my rear-facing camera because the microphone's on that side. You'll be able to see, or you'll be able to hear me better even though I'm far away. So again, just going over some sumo deadlifts, taking a look at my form. Feel free to critique me and just to get some opinions. The weight's light, so I don't know how well this is going to work out. Alright, so I increased the weight a little bit to improve the feel, because the reality is 185 pounds just isn't enough weight. This is still well below 50% on my 1 rep max and conventional. I will say that these shoes are actually doing pretty good. I like these shoes a lot. I do feel like I'm more solid to the ground, better than the socks, or better than not having shoes. So, you can see my daughter there motivate me and coach me. Because I usually do, this is my normal grip, but I'm going to do this just to even things out a little bit. So I'm going to mess with different stance widths. This stance was pretty wide. Basically my foot is about maybe ½ an inch away from the plates. This is super wide, so we'll see how this looks. How this feels. I feel like I'm gonna crush my feet. Okay, so let's try a little closer and see what that feels like. Basis of comparison. Can't tell really the difference a whole lot. This is my Deadlift Nerd on Instagram account, and I use this to motivate myself and others of deadlifts. Here's Dan Green with his sumo pull, and you can see it looks like he stays really upright, but that could just be the beginning of the lift. I'm not exactly sure. Let's go look at another lift on here. This one here, it's super training. Look how upright he is. He's just really, really upright. Yeah, I don't look like that at all. Alright, maybe it's my camera angle that's not making me look upright. So let me make this a little lower. And I get a different camera angle here. And see if that makes much of a difference. And we'll see if I look upright here, or more upright. I'm going to do the super wide stance. And we'll just see how this goes, you know. I'll do a set of maybe 5 or 6 reps. Take my time between repetitions. No, Ellie, go over there, go over there. Go over there. Switching to sumo deadlift is actually not really a permanent thing. It's really just a 4 to 5 week experiment to just change things up a little bit in my own programming. I do know that I pull very aggressively off the ground using my lats and back and a lot of leg drive all combined, and sumo makes it difficult off the ground. I talked to Dan Green when I went over to that seminar at the beginning of January, and I remember him saying that, and it made a lot more sense. It is harder off the ground. So sumo is harder off the ground. Conventional is easier off the ground when you compare one to the other. And I'm confident that this is going to work. There's actually another side benefit to why I'm also just switching to sumo deadlift. It's also to improve flexibility, because the range of motion that you train in will improve your flexibility. And one thing that's very stiff in me is my adductors on both sides, my right side especially. And I know this will carry over into the squat as far as flexibility, because I have very, very tight adductors that really make it difficult for me to get into some certain positions. And I want to be able to have the flexibility to do either one. So just training different things, enjoying my training, experimenting, and just sharing my journey with you. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.